Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Tennessee River campaign for you. Our first match for tonight is going to be over the Pry Grist Mill, followed up by the Washington Street. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So with that being said, our regiments for today on the CSA side, you have Colquitt's Brigade, Sussy Brigade, and 3rd Corps. Whereas on the Union side, you have the 5th New Hampshire, Pennsylvania Army, Iron Brigade, I Corps, 12th Virginia, and the Burnett's Sharpshooters. So, server pop for tonight is currently 203. CSA outnumbered the Union by 3. In terms of artillery, there is no artillery, so CSA infantry-wise will outnumber the Union by 3. And this map has a 13% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. Union has the 6th Pennsylvania, a special regiment, which has the Sharps carbines. They reload at half, or not half the speed, but at double the speed. They're half the reload time of your normal rifle, which is why they have an advantage. There's only one company with that, but that regiment, on top of the Sharps carbine, all those guys have the Colt Army pistol, and they have sabers or swords, however you would like to call it. They also have the 10th United States with the Springfield 61. CSA defense, on the other hand, they have the 1st Georgia with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 42. Shoots the buck and ball shotgun, essentially. And also recently, in addition to the zombie event, they added a new regiment, the Jefferson Davis Legion, to the Pry Grist Mill, this map, and then they also added it to Pry Ford. And so they have the Sharps carbine as well with the Colt Army and the saber/sword. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. This map has kind of been fairly even, and it feels like that CSA having the now pistols is going to heavily lopside this in CSA's favor, because it's already difficult enough to try to cross the river, or creek, which was what Union wants to do. Union already pushing up on the CSA left. This is I Corps. In the extreme left, Sussy Brigade and Colquitt is here on the CSA left to defend this, and I Corps gets across relatively easily. That's the nice part about these smaller pop servers, at least for an attacker, is 400 players server, 200 on each side. The defenders can just defend the whole width of this map, and the attackers can't cross anywhere without any resistance. But on lower pop, it's a little easier to do that. Now, historically, Union have gone down to this side, which is why you see most CSA there. Obviously, you have Union there, but Union traditionally go down that side, or they'll hit this other side, so they go for the flanks. And it seems I Corps got across relatively easy. Got the sharpshooters across, trying to get some flanking shots into that CSA force. Meanwhile, other side of the map, Jackson's division and 15th Alabama are shifting their guys from the CSA right, going over to the CSA left, maybe trying to help out with that. These officers, they can communicate through the in-game text chat. They can't be in a voice call, but they can use the text chat, which I have muted for this. But over on this side, we mostly have 3 Corps. Union, on the other hand, 12th Virginia and 59th New York, 5th New Hampshire in the mix here, kind of just keeping fire with CSA. And on the far left side, you got some more Iron Brigade here and a mix of the PA guys as well. So Sussy Brigade and Colquitt sift up to the top of the hill to try to get some elevation on I Corps. 3 Corps is going to come into the side and get some nice flanking shots. I mean, CSA's got a nice little angle on Union. It's hard enough to see with the bushes and trees and smoke and all of that, but I mean, it's uphill as well. It can be a little difficult for Union. Looks like the JD and MB guys, some of these 3 Corps guys, have those new Sharps, which I will say these uniforms, some of the cleanest I've seen. Maybe it's just because they're new, but they look very clean. Also, something I completely forgot to introduce, frontline reporters for today. Union side, you have Crossguide from PA and CSA side. You have Zoo from the 5th Florida or Sussy Brigade, and it looks like they're just going to charge right in right now. They're just getting up and close, actually trying to use the buck and ball and the pistols to their advantage. Union gets thrown out immediately. So Nice little response from CSA. Union already slightly down on tickets. And, you know, that's a really good play from CSA. CSA, you know, you can maybe argue who has the advantage between buck and ball and the pistols, but now that CSA has both, it ain't even fair. Union trying to go across on the other side now. CSA at least holding up on this little elevated area. Union bringing their flags across. I see at least one. And I mean, the CSA shifted their Cav group from this right side to the opposite side, so Union Cav is able to get their work in. And so far, it's looking successful. CSA sending reinforcements over, but it might be a little too late. Tickets still fairly even, but Union may be getting a foothold, bringing their infantry flag over.
People up here, I need shooters. Let's go. Friendly.
Flag, pull back.
Get slimed out. Sergeant with Alabama, by the way.
Yeah. Get the flag out, get the flag out. Retreat, flag, retreat. Cover the flags, cover the flags.
Go toward me,
All right, boys. Nice work, guys. Nice
And
work.
the reinforcements from CSA will at least push Union off the top area, force flags back. More CSA reinforcements shifting over the rest of 3 Corps. I see a 1st Maryland guy as well. Union, meanwhile, is having their main spawns, and it looks like maybe I Corps has shifted over here as well from the Union right to try to help fortify this left, but most CSA team has shifted over from that far side to over here. I'm guessing this is just the sharpshooters. Looks like it is. So the sharpshooters for Union are just going to stay on that side. But the rest of Union's trying to cram in here. And I mean, it's a nice little area for Union to be in. But the thing is that it's just a shooting bowl. I mean, CSA have this elevated area here. If they extend out over here as well, they can really shoot in from a couple different angles in the bowl. But going out on the open side here could expose CSA a little bit as well. But, I mean, with CSA having the pistols now, you can see the amount of smoke generated on top of the fact that, I mean, CSA just has those shotguns. It's even worse for Union as well.
He's fucking them up.
I mean, you just can't see anything with the amount of pistols going out. It's actually creating a nice little smoke wall. You could argue for both sides, but I'd say it's better for Union because they're the ones that are trying to attack. Look at the amount of bodies.
Let's go. Make sure you have a bail on.
Maybe not the thing to be yelling out loud. But, holy crap. So, tickets still fairly even, and for what I would have considered a even more biased map towards the CSA side because they have the pistols, Union's putting up a good fight so far. They hit engage, though. CSA, though, don't have all their forces over here. Colquitt's and Sussy have shifted over here, which is probably, honestly, why Union's holding off so well on this side. Looks like they... I mean, if they push up, they could overtake this relatively easily. I mean, CSA flags are being knocked down, but, I mean, maybe the Burnett sharpshooters for the Union side, you know, distracted. You know, it was about 5-6 guys. Shot some shots. CSA's like, crap, we can't let them be on our side of this creek and flank us. So, they pulled back over there. So, Union's going to reform, though. They do keep one of their infantry flags on this side. Meanwhile, I don't know where that Union Cav flag went. I-Corps is shifting back to the opposite side with their flag. And the shifting that's going on from both sides here is funny. Sussy and Colquitt starting to shift back, but they might see I-Corps move their flag across. Mayhem's kind of going on in the mill right now. This is the true point of contention on Pry Grist Mill, and if you say otherwise, you're wrong. It's right there, by the way. That's where the actual point is. But at least when I first played back in like 2020, 2021, I mean, everyone always fought over the mill. It was such a glorious time, and then the devs made it where you couldn't have flag bearers in houses. Such a sad day. I mean, they can go in the house, but it's a 30-second timer, and then you'll automatically die, which I actually don't know if you can spawn people in the house or not, but even with that 30-second timer on, I would think so. But that's something to test for another day. So, Colquitt's Brigade still going to hold down this left side against I-Corps. CSA starting to take back the mill area here, but the issue for CSA is that tickets are fairly even, which is great news if you're Union here, just because of how those final morale stages work. Jeff's getting off a couple of good shots here. Oh, there he goes. Good kill on Omen's part, but CSA trying to force the Union flags out. A little slower as you move through that water. But Court over here is going to at least get out with that. Same with Johnstone, so good on them.
Good call moving back, Johnstone. Good call.
So CSA will secure their left. There is a Union guy running through this area here. Oh, never mind. He's dead.
Ooh, that was close.
That was a good one. Thank you, guys.
Maybe it was dive bombing that flag. But those final stages, Union as an attacker will hit final push, CSA last stand, final push. You have infinite spawns. The clock will drop down to a few minutes if there's more than what that drop down timer would be. But even with a small amount of time in final push, you still have infinite spawns. Defenders hit last stand, no more spawns for them. And so it's a huge advantage to just be able to keep spawning guys in over and over and over and over while the other side can't. And as a result, if tickets are fairly even going into the end of the round, generally the attackers will just win that situation. So, I mean, if you're Union, you're very, very slightly down. But you have to be very happy with the result so far. Because, I mean, the past couple times I watched this, Union always seems like it's suffocating for them to try to get across, which, again, lower pop, the gameplay is completely different than higher pop. So, you never know. But, and the thing is, too, with the amount of aggression that's been played by the Union side, I mean, everyone's down tickets like crazy early on in the match. I mean, if you're trying to keep a consistent pace throughout the whole 45-minute match, as an attacker, you want to hit the defenders to engage the stage they're in now, roughly by the 30-minute mark. So, I mean, Union pace is phenomenal with attacking. And so if Union wants, they could just hold back and shoot this out. With shootouts, you know, they generally favor the attacker, but since the strategy of Union being fairly aggressive has worked so far, you know, there's no reason to stop doing that. Now, you can. Shootouts are generally very even trades, and since the attackers have more tickets, it slightly favors them more over the long run. But, you know, if something's working, no need to change your play. Just like football. If running the ball up the middle works, you know, you don't stop doing it until your opponent figures it out. Just reminds me of when Michigan played Penn State a couple years, I think it was the 2023 year, and Michigan ran the ball like 32 times in a row. We didn't even pass the ball in the second half, and we won the game. It was such a great game. But that's besides the point. So, 5th New Hampshire looks like some PA guys as well. There are the Sharps here for the Union side.
Do you want me to go back, sir?
I-Corps is starting to move across as well, not bringing their flag so they don't lose it on this side as of yet anyways. CSA getting up close and personal. Gonna try to use that bucking ball.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
Looks like they will bring it across.
Left.
Can't see shit. Here comes a flag on the right. Flag's moving
Yes.
right.
So Union's eventually going to be pushed out here, a little weaker. I mean, they just have less numbers there. Flag gets out. MJ, good on him for that. Still a little bit of shenanigans happening on over there, but Union dropping the taking losses first. CSA about to follow. And I don't know why these JD guys are crossing here. I mean, this is a very close match. Every out of line, every kill really is going to matter. It matters so much more on a smaller pop, too. Just because each death on a smaller pop server is more tickets lost for your team. The game's greatly designed in the way that it doesn't really matter if you have a 400-player pop or a 100-player pop. Rounds will go roughly the same amount of time. And the way you do that is you scale tickets based on... Or you scale how much tickets are lost based on server pop. So high server pop, a lot of people are dying. Each death is worth a little ticket loss. Whereas on a smaller pop server where not as many people are dying, each death is worth a higher amount of tickets lost for your team. So it's a nice little design idea, but when you play the game, especially on smaller pop, which 200 people, by all means, 100 v 100 is not small, but in terms of War of Rights, it is. But it makes every decision matters that much more as a result. And you can't be crossing by yourself and dying out of line. I mean, even generally, right? Outside of it just being a small pop server as well. So, Union's still slightly down. CSA needs to get about a third to a half morale stage lead to feel good about themselves towards the end of the match. Again, that point is in the middle part of the map where no one's really fighting over. But, I mean, part of the Union's success, at least, is they've been able, for the most part anyways, it seems like Union has most of their team on this side, fighting a weaker CSA force, or just smaller numbers, where there's a lot of CSA over here, and Union, for the most part, has kept their distance, whereas they're really charging over here. So, CSA just, you know, not always having the amount of guys they should have, at least proportion-wise, across the map. But, I mean, that's just fog of war and figuring stuff out as battle goes on. I mean, CSA hasn't played bad. They forced Union out eventually on both sides of the map, which is good on them. And they even have a slight ticket lead. It's like CSA's not playing bad. It's just this fight is close because of it. And I mean, that's kind of props to the Union strategy here, because, you know, they split themselves up. But normally as an attacker, I don't really prefer that most of the time, just because, especially if you're trying to punch through and take ground, it can be difficult sometimes to split up your force. But on a small pop like this, where every man matters, and the few groups on each side where they are matters, especially because the CSA side is 4 groups, essentially. I know when I did the introduction there were 3 groups, but, I mean, you have Sussy Brigade. They're a conglomerate of different groups. You got Colquitt's, they're one group, and you have 3rd Corps, which is 15th Alabama and JD, and they're both regimental-sized groups on their own. So, with these larger groups, it can be hard to split up amongst a regiment itself. You see that sometimes, especially in, like, 5th Corps events. You got 5th Corps, that regiment, or, sorry, not regiment, that Corps, which is 1st Maryland, 8th Connecticut. Those 2 groups bring 40, 45, 50 players per those regiments, which is a lot of people. But whenever they play Conquest, which is what they do in War of Brothers on Sunday, those groups never split apart. They just stay in one big blob. And, you know, it can work a lot of the time, because CSA, their opponents for that campaign, are a bunch of tiny groups that they can take and beat and defeat in detail. But if CSA can, you know, outmaneuver, get around, be in multiple places at once, it can spread them out. Or rather, if a big group can't split up, then if you, with all your tiny forces, go to a bunch of different points, you can, you know, outmaneuver them. So, in a sense that you could argue that's maybe happening here. But, I mean, good fight nonetheless from both sides. I mean, tickets are going down still. DSA slightly up. But I'll be intrigued to see if Union wants to go for the point once the CSA side hits breaking.
Yeah.
Because that's when you can automatically capture and win, or they just play this out as is. I mean, either option works for Union here. And I mean, at least for the past couple minutes, they haven't pushed aggressively across yet. I shouldn't say yet. Just taking a little break and getting this into a shootout. Maybe they saw they were going slightly down on tickets and they didn't want to have that rate go down anymore. I mean, I-Corps really kind of pushed back on this side. I mean, they were up down by the water there for a good amount of time.
Got the flag.
And I mean, a lot of these shots, you just can't see where they're at. It can be difficult.
New line, new line, new line. Move.
But something to note is, I mean, shade is a huge thing in this game. I mean, if you just look at the guys in the sunlight here versus the guys in the shade, it's night and day in terms of being able to see someone versus not. Shade is such an undervalued thing, and you should always go for the shade. Blends you in a little more.
Independent fire. Fire I will.
So I-Corps at least shifting more towards the center of the map. CSA is still holding a good amount of guys on the flank. Or rather, the flanks. I mean, that's where Union normally pushes on either side. Usually we don't see fighting in the middle of the map until the end of the game. That's just kind of how things are. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like Dunkerchurch a little bit. There's normally a lot of fighting on the flanks, and then you converge in the center on the point towards the end. But that map's a little different than this one. And I mean, a lot different too, considering that Dunkerchurch was voted like #1 best War of Rights, or sorry, not best War of Rights map, but the best Antietam map. And this map was one of the worst. So.
Yeah, we're sending lead downfield. Let's just keep it going. Come on, guys. Exactly, that's what the order is. Give up.
Keep it hot. Keep it hot. Remember, in your shade.
So CSA still hasn't moved to Union, shifting more towards the center. I mean, you can at least pick it up with the smoke a little bit. 15th Alabama there, guys. JDL and Jackson's division shifting this way.
Skirm line, spread it out, find cover.
And I don't like the crouching here.
No, Slumpy.
I mean, a couple nice shots here from Union side. Look at those unis, though. They're so nice.
Yo, Drizzy.
But skirmishing like this, you know, you lose 3 times the amount of tickets lost compared to if you were just standing up. Which, when the battle is this close like this, I don't think you can afford too much of it, especially if you're visible. Which we just saw a couple of those guys drop. At least when they moved over here. Not so much right now. Well, I'm sorry, I jinxed it. What is up with his hand? He's tapping his own shoulder. So, we'll probably see shooting, at least if I were Union. I think they're probably going to keep shooting this out until CSA is a little closer to breaking. And then the Union side is going to start pre-capping. Not fully cap it, but pre-cap it so that the moment CSA hits breaking, they can just cap and win. CSA's got to pay attention to that, though. Looks like seasoning's going across. Well, you do have a couple dead players on both. Look at that. Hold up. That's a Union and a CSA player like that. And seasoning just walks right onto him.
Hold right here. Hey, Bogus. Me and you, baby. Come on. Hold this bitch down.
That's wild.
Crossing the mill, crossing the mill, crossing the mill.
So, 12th VA is going to follow seasoning, go across. Iron Brigade and 5th New Hampshire are going as well. CSA shifting to this side of the map. Both sides are going to drop the braking in a moment because of this little action. And Union's going in the building.
Push into the building.
Geez, there's a amount of dead bodies in
They're
here.
going into the mill. They're going into the mill.
Oh, wait, can I fly through the floor? Oh, I can. Wow.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Clear the mill.
Behind you, behind you.
Cheddar Bob.
JDO, sweep the queen, sweep the queen.
Yeah, they're in the building. They're coming up. Shoot them. They're coming up.
Shoot these fucking Yankee motherfuckers.
Jefferson Davis Legion sends its You will die.
That's our
My
officer,
order of
boys.
winter
Yeah.
you will die.
By order of the Confederacy, you're being the fucking victim.
So close little duel down there. Both sides dropping the braking. I-Corps is the closest group to point right now for Union. They're not pushing there yet. I don't know why. I mean, they're playing the safe conservative route. CSA starting to counter push from the outside, trying to force Union off on this front.
Flags run. Flag.
All sorts of stuff too, not just regular bombs.
All right, yeah,
They're
wait.
trying, but they're a little scattered going in. I don't know why these guys aren't going to point. Same with the sharpshooters. I mean, maybe they think CSA is, you know, going to go center. They can flank around. Or, again, they just are just going to play this out till both sides go to their final stages.
Is that a Yankee flag right here? Look at him.
Flag, get out. Flag, go.
And, I mean, Union doesn't seem too concerned with that point. So it looks like they're talking in the chat at least about trying to bait CSA to get out more into an open area by, you know, just starting to cap that point even with a few guys. Union doesn't want to fully commit at the point.
Them Yanks are getting fucked here.
But, I mean, if Union does bait a cap even with a couple guys and CSA converges in the center, that means Union can get across in the flanks. So Union will start that cap. And, I mean, if they can fully cap it and outright win the game, you know, there's that too. But obviously with the campaign, they could be trying to play this another way as well. So you can see both flanks for CSA are dive bombing towards the center of the map right now. They're trying to get on it, which they'll be able to contest and take it back. How will Union respond? I-Corps is already starting to go across on that far flank.
Now turn around. Now turn around.
And CSA is yelling at least on this side to get back to the mill in case Union crosses on that front. I-Corps is going to get across and secure a foothold on CSA left. So good little maneuvering from the Union side here. And you have a lot of Union starting to fill up in the center area here.
Where we make the fucking
A
big
mix of everyone.
Why don't you reply to me? Reply to me, please.
Put your load. Put your load.
Dress it, dress it.
Pull back.
Take your reload. Push back.
So tickets still very slightly in CSA's favor right now. Sussie's shifting back to where I-Corps is. They're still holding down by the water.
Form line here, facing the left flank up.
And they're not going to fully push out so that they can stay near point. And at least contest Union if they decide to move out. But Union's going to draw this out. When Union hits final push, that clock will probably go down to 3 to 4 minutes. And so, I mean, Union is going to have time when they hit their final stage, which as of right now, they're going to hit it before CSA, but they'll have some time to shoot CSA down before they go in.
Oh, I think they're moving right again.
Shoot 'em down. I got 3 incoming.
And so, that shootout commencing for now. Union's starting to bring a flag across this side. I-Corps, he's
Sucks having to kill Georgians.
down here. Uh-oh, is Molex here? Wow. He could just spawn in a Titan to help the CSA right now.
Keep firing, boys.
Just fire,
Even if you don't see them fire into the shrub. Keep firing.
Anywhere there's smoke, there's Yankees.
Cavalry, get in here, get in here.
So,
Keep firing, boys.
CSA at least getting some reinforcements on the left with 15th Alabama, trying to secure that. I mean, CSA's got a good amount of numbers, but it might be difficult to tell. A lot of smoke and everything going on over here. This shootout, I mean, that ticket gap is very slightly trickling towards CSA's favor right now. Which, that Union flag is gunning it to the center. I-Corps starting to move. Now that they've pulled CSA over here, they're going to try and go on point, and they're already on point. And CSA, seeing I-Corps' movements, are going to follow. I-Corps is very kind of strung out right now, and Union from the center is going to push out to try to help with this.
Stand right here, stand right here. Watch the left and right flanks, left and right flanks. Right side, coming out of the water, right side, coming out of the water. Keep that flag up.
And look at that ticket gap difference right now. Union's going to hit final push. It's going to drop to a couple minutes left. CSA just needs to not die out of line. At least minimize. They can't really cross. Just stay by everyone. Keep the shootout going. You're going to hit them in the final push because Union's just trickling in here right now. At least they should anyways.
Get him.
Here we go. So 2:40 on the clock. Union's got that much time to take a majority on the point and win. CSA needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0. That's why they're starting to back off here. They want to try to preserve their lives, wait for Union to come across, wait until it's absolutely necessary to engage. And I mean, just zooming out briefly here, most CSA is falling back. They got good cover in either place. I don't know how far Union has to go before they can cap, at least from their side. But
We are literally capturing right here, lads. Spread yourselves out. Return fire. We do not need to charge them and die.
Not yet. It's not done yet. It's not done until
But
it's done,
Union,
guys.
it looks like they can cap from their side. No need to string themselves out in the water here. Agreed with what Ninja's saying, even though a little difficult to hear. But CSA is going to have to charge in again, or at least not charge in, but get up onto the point on their side. I doubt they would cross.
Point, point, point.
Point. Go to point. Shoulder to shoulder, stand with your Confederate brothers.
I mean, you almost wonder, CSA falling back, kind of let Union reform up here. They're still taking it. But CSA will take it back. And Union is just getting destroyed on this side.
Make sure everyone is capturing. Make sure it says you're capturing.
We can capture here.
Come on, capture here, stay here. Come on, boys.
You need to get pistols active.
So CSA hits last stand. No more spawns for them. If they were dead, they spawned at main. If Union has more bodies on point when the clock hits 0, overtime will be forced. CSA has more bodies to outright win the game.
No, shoot the flag if you can.
30 seconds left. CSA still has a majority. Union starting to go across because they got to charge him out. Which CSA is just shredding them. And that's going to be the game here. So CSA eventually able to get a good enough of a ticket lead on their part to secure the win. And I mean, that's why you need a little bit of a buffer there. Because what, they were up by a third of a stage by time Union hit their final stage. And I mean, it was enough. So, you know, Union hit the flanks, charged across. CSA a little outnumbered on the mill side at points when Union charged in, just because I-Corps was pulling in a good amount of the CSA on the Union right. But Union, you know, they kept that way closer than what we've normally seen. So props to Union on that. A lot of charging, didn't stop the aggression. And they were kind of able to get a foothold on the mill, kind of, because they always were eventually able to get pushed out, which I guess in the end that's not a foothold. But CSA eventually just took the lead there at the end in tickets, and it was enough of a ticket lead for them to win. So good win from CSA. We'll see you all shortly here for the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round. Washington Street, it is a 3% ticket advantage to the attacking CSA side. Server pop right now is 215. Union up by 2 in terms of artillery. The CSA has some. They're taking 4. Union does not have any on this map, so infantry and balance is going to be 6 in favor of the Union side. And you can see that artillery all the way up there. They have an absolutely beautiful overview of the town. But in terms of weapons, Union defense, they've got the 3rd Maryland with the option of the Springfield 55 and the 42, so that buck and ball shotgun. Here's this already overview. I mean, you could see the whole town. It's a beautiful place. Rolling the guns up here in real life, I could not imagine. Did the hike at least for Maryland Heights there up to the overlook spot, and it's a beautiful thing. But I could not imagine trying to roll those cannons up the hill. That would suck. But anyways, the other Union regiment, they had the 87th Ohio with the option of the Lorenz in the Springfield 55. CSA attack, on the other hand, they have the 22nd Virginia with the option of the Lorenz and the Enfield, and the 3rd South Carolina with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Enfield. So, traditional meta on this map, CSA likes to hit the Union right extreme over there, or they will push up these tents here, which you do have a CSA regiment doing right now, that being the Banners anyways, or Sussy, trying to hit the extreme Union left. 5th New Hampshire and PA is there to stop. Meanwhile, most CSA team has taken a direct approach in the center. 12th VA, 59th New York, Iron Brigade, 5th North Carolina. Looks like they bounced over to help out with that, so appreciate there. They're holding center for Union. Meanwhile, opposite of them, 3rd Corps and Colquitt's Brigade is just pushing up the center. Union right side, which doesn't have a whole lot of traffic right now. I Corps, good numbers on their part, but no traffic from CSA, and they might have to start shifting over to assist. Now, I will say, you can tell what Union soldier has the option of the 42. You have the more traditional dark blue uniforms here for the Union. They are the 87th Ohio. 3rd Maryland has the lighter uniforms, which ripped that guy. Bogus just walked up there and got a kill and ran off like no one saw him. But there's another Union guy here that no one sees, which I don't know how. I was like, when are they going to see him? I-Corps is starting to shift around. So, again, this map's a 3% ticket advantage for CSA. That is not a whole lot. And it won't be surprising. Union defense, it's very easy. You know, you just mock CSA, try to overwhelm them with the buck and ball if you can. Now, I've seen Union play very aggressive, like just charge CSA because they have the advantage with that buck and ball. And, you know, if they can catch CSA split up, they can do some damage. Now, you can see CSA Captain Point. They're on top of it right now. The center of this road, the iconic house there, which Fat Doink is in. But it looks like CSA running off the point, trying not to early cap. Union's been thrown back on this left side. Not thrown back, they've just repositioned a little further back.
For a volley. Company, take aim down that road. Down that fucking road. Steady.
Northwest, northwest, northwest.
Reload in place, reload in place.
And so at least Sussy here getting a nice flank on that Union team. JD pushing up some guys as well. 5th New Hampshire and PA just in the back trying to be a little bit of a distraction there.
Northwest.
But I don't know how far CSA can go before they're out of bounds. Obviously not out of bounds right now. I think they can get back here if they want. I remember playing a pub match here once with Drew the Dude. It was a little while ago, though. I don't remember when that happened.
Get here on Fit Party. On here on Fit Party.
It's the only time I've interacted with him in-game.
Use the wagon. Use the wagon. Northwest, northwest.
So tickets already starting to slightly go down from Union. You can see Union is kind of pulling back, at least from the center area where you see those bodies. Again, just trying to hide and, you know, preserve some tickets while they kill the clock. 12th VA and the Burnett sharpshooters are close as well, trying to help out, at least immediately on this Union left. And JD's going to charge 5th New Hampshire and PA here.
I'm running.
Let's kill it.
Keep moving, boys. Keep moving, boys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, boys. Keep going, boys. Keep going.
I'm gonna get some keep going.
You will succumb to civilization.
Just 12th VA is going to get thrown back there. 59th New York and Burnett's sharpshooter still alive for Union there. CSA Assault kind of holds off there, and that was very successful. I mean, you defeated Union in detail there. You first hit 5th New Hampshire and PA with your large numbers. You wiped them, and then you pushed through 12th VA, who was kind of off on their own. I mean, they weren't off on their own in the sense that they were, like, just rambling on their own. It was just they were in their own little pocket, right? It was 5th New Hampshire PA in their own little pocket, then 12th VA, then you had Burnett's sharpshooters 59. So it's like Union was just a little, I mean, they weren't even that far apart, but just far enough to where CSA was able to defeat in detail, and now Union halfway through battle ready, CSA up, almost a fourth of a morale stage. And CSA is just completely kind of pushed Union back. I mean, Union, I mean, they could go up here and try to get flanking shots, but CSA would probably just turn and charge you since you're exposing yourself in an extreme position. So, Union just continually falling back, trying to play the hiding game. They can go back a pretty good amount on this map. I wonder if you can climb up this. This is, you know, I will say, there's not really a whole lot of, why is there a rock there? For this map, you never really look out on this side and see the railroad track that goes along this way. It's just fascinating. Man, Harper's Ferry is such a beautiful place. It'd be cool to just visit a crap ton of Civil War battlefields over a certain period of time. Like, I've been to Gettysburg, Antietam, Harper's Ferry, South Mountain, Shepherdstown. But there's just so much more. It'd be so cool to see. So, Union shifting off. They're splitting up into two groups. You have a large group going down towards the center of the map. I Corps, 2nd Wisconsin. Burnett's sharpshooters holding in the center with 59th New York. Meanwhile, 12th VA, 5th New Hampshire, and PA are trying to get up on a flank, which it's a bold play from Union. Real bold. I mean, they got that buck and ball to their advantage. You can see Union down here. 12th VA using that to their advantage. 5th New Hampshire is going to keep pushing around the side. CSA, at least for now, reacting, keeping a little distance. And that cap means Union, they're holding about on the edge of it. Maybe trying to get around CSA's side. Where's CSA at? I'm like, where are they at? Because they're kind of getting slaughtered. They're getting picked apart here right now. And it looks like you do have 15th Alabama.
I want to stick this bayonet in somebody.
Looks like they're trying to really run around the map and get a flank, get behind I Corps, which, I mean, with the point being capped, or like partially capped, you know Union's in that general area. And so you're bound to get a good flank.
Don't go left.
So Sussy Brigade's going to pull off with JD from that center area there. They're kind of get picked apart. 5th New Hampshire falls back. Doesn't want to get charged out completely. But yeah, it's a little interesting of a move to see CSA pull back like that. But they're going to get a beautiful flank. I mean, Union's, unless someone notices it, they're not going to expect it. I mean, CSA's been fighting on this side of the map for 10 minutes, and I mean, the pattern recognition, it's going to kick in. And, you know, you're not going to expect it. But we'll see where I Corps moves. CSA, 15th, still kind of going around. They can't go too much further before it's out of bounds, which may be a little unfortunate for them. Like, look at this area. We never look at this area of the map as well. Imagine if there was a bunch of little fights on this area here. Like, why is there a mill right there? Why is there a wheel? That'd be cool if you could walk in the house on this side and get out on the other side. You probably maybe can. Alright, let's get in bounds before we go out of bounds. So I Corps shifting this way. You do see one CSA guy there, which he's moonwalking right now. What a mad lad, Ned. But I Corps getting set up. I don't know.
Scout, southwest.
Oh, now I see something.
I missed. Somebody hit him behind that tent. Get him, boys.
Oh, they see Ned. He might have just given away 15th Alabama, or at least I-Corps is looking that way now because of that. Meanwhile, opposite side of the map, CSA's held themselves in the tents. Looks like they're now just going to push out. Union kind of playing close here.
Miss me now.
The carriage is due west.
And CSA at least getting close. 12th VA is going to back off with 5th New Hampshire there. Meanwhile, 15th Alabama is charging through the tents. They're going to hit I-Corps.
This way, this way.
Back into the road. Back into
Come
the
on.
road now. Back
Hello,
that way.
there's 2 people I killed. What's number 3? Come on.
Hello, come
That's
here,
number
come here for a
3.
little
I just got 3
scabby.
people. Hello.
Scabby.
And 15th Alabama is going to throw I-Corps out of the position. Again, just deal some ticket loss there. Looks like I-Corps may have lost their flag as well, which would not be good for the Union side. Opposite side of the map, CSA going right in. Who is this? Banners.
Kill the NCOs. No! Hey, dude, I'm not part of them.
Get some.
Stop it. Are you Union or Yankee? You was Yankee. Banners, don't push.
And so they're going to get a good little wipe there on Union. Union's now very spread out across the entire map. I mean, a lot of guys just kind of in their own little pockets right now. I mean, 59th New York mixing there, 2nd Wisconsin. A lot of Iron Brigade there. You got the Burnett sharpshooters in the house. Some PA guys. JD mixed about. I mean, it's just... there are guys spread out everywhere. And both sides are engaged. CSA has a slight ticket lead. But I mean, all things considered, a good amount of time has been killed. Union's got to kill a little more, though. It just feels like, at least for this map, the tickets aren't being dropped as fast as you would maybe normally expect. But, I mean, last round, there was non-stop charging, and that's why the tickets were dropping like crazy, so... guess you can't compare that too much. So, JD pushing up center. He heard an already shot. I don't know where... there it is. Those already guys up there. Looks like there might be less of them now. I mean, oh, they've switched up the batteries. And they got some over there as well, which is also a nice view. So, I-Corps has repositioned themselves to face 15th Alabama. I assume that's a Union flag. I would have thought it's I-Corps' flag, but looks like maybe not.
We got a fence. They got nothing. Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. Do not be too greedy.
Enemy
Peaks and
50
valleys.
east. Enemy 50 east.
I got one. I killed one. Mausers.
So 15th Alabama's going to reposition, just kind of being, you know, shot up there a little bit, or maybe just trying to find a better angle. Union has just completely fallen back on that front. I would not be surprised if they just stayed put, unlike the previous time when they tried to go up and get a flank. It wasn't a terrible idea. I mean, they might do it again, right? I mean, tickets are still fairly even. CSA very slightly ahead. Union, you know, if they can... again, it's similar to last round, right? They got to find a way to get about a third of a morale stage lead here, which... with that ticket difference being a lot closer for this map, it's definitely possible.
Cool. Hey, brother, mind coming
You never know, right? Most of the match, it was even last time, and then towards the very end, CSA kind of took a huge lead. Only got 2 guys there.
Fuck him up.
So, I-Corps backs off. I mean, Union's still trying to do a little flanking maneuver. They're down the hill a little bit, though. I mean, that's 12th VA and 5th NC. Just trying to do some pop shots. I mean, some CSA guys walking over here and getting shot. Maybe. Nice shot from Preacher there on an officer, but he goes down.
Right here.
But, I mean, if you're CSA and Union's inching themselves out like that, you might as well try to, you know, take the fight at them a little bit. Which it looks like they're going to do on that front. Not a whole lot of Union there, but on this side, 50th Alabama's starting to push down the road, get close to I-Corps, reposition behind the brick house.
Get him here.
Ah, Union get screwed.
And it looks like only a couple of guys from either side push forward. But, I mean, if Union... I mean, you can't complain too much with what Union's doing, like trying to do the flanks and stuff. Because, again, tickets are fairly even. I almost wonder if they just got to put some more force behind it. Because you got 5th New Hampshire there. You got, you know, a multitude of little Union groups here. 2nd Wisconsin, again, 59th New York. I mean, if they just all grouped up and maybe just thrust it in, you know, they could do a little damage. Because, I mean, Union is somewhat playing aggressive. They're not going hog wild crazy, but both sides very close to taking losses. It almost looks like Union has a slight lead right now. Oh, there's an arty shot. That hitting that ripped that person's backyard. And Union's pushing up to try to get on CSA's flank again, at least forming up on this side.
Alright, let's press it then.
Let's go, boys.
Right.
Ándale,
12
ándale.
Virginia, we're moving out. 12 Virginia, moving out.
Rápido.
Flag south.
They fucking moved. They moved.
But where did the CSA go?
They were just
There's one unit there.
I kind of fell
to the
back.
southeast.
Or rather, repositioning. Kolkowitz is back here with JD. Banner's forcing up here.
Oh, get him. Give me checks.
check. Fall back east. Check
Go
now.
east,
Going east, boys. Going east.
Check.
So at least JD and Kolkowitz is going to put up the fight with the Union that's pushed themselves up. Union continuing to push to the east side here. Maybe trying to get around. 5th New Hampshire in front.
They're over there to the southwest. Oh,
Form
shit.
right here. Form 1. Wait for them to... Independent fire. Independent fire. Front.
Independent.
Fly. Get back across the other side.
Reloading. You see him shooting, boys.
CSA might just charge in, especially with the Union not having their shots. 12th VA is going to try to go up here, but here comes CSA.
Man, you guys fucking suck!
Texas, you son of a bitch!
You suck! You suck!
So a couple initial Union guys dying, but they fall back with both their flags. CSA is going to keep pursuing. Both sides dropping to taking losses.
Oh my god.
So both Union flags are down. That flag is going for a little bit of a bounce, but they're both out of bounds. So those flags will despawn in 30 seconds, normally 5 minutes if they're dropped in bounds, but they added that out of bounds 30-second despawn timer because there'd be trolls that run the flag out of bounds and then your team would lose it for 5 minutes. And, you know, you could survive 30 seconds out of bounds, so someone would, you know, get the flag and just run straight out of bounds for 30 seconds, die 30 seconds away, and therefore no one could run over and get it. Speaking of running, 50th Alabama charging into I-Corps.
Hey, you guys, can I finger your can I finger your bussy? Can I finger your bussy?
And I-Corps initially looked like they're holding strong. I mean, they still are a little bit. CSA getting a little bit of a foothold. Both flags are both sides still up.
Hey, can I
And CSA is slightly down on tickets.
Please don't kill me. I just got killed.
Rambo, die Rambo. Kill the Rambo.
And 15th looks like they're probably going to edge that one out in the end. Oh, never mind. They backed off. I mean, Icor's flag fell back, but so's 15th. Both, I mean, Icor's those guys, so pretty neutral little charge there. I mean, both sides are kind of.
Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Fall back.
So kind of back to where we were a little earlier. The question is Union going to push up and do that flank again? I mean, unless Union full turtles of the team, time feels kind of irrelevant right now. And it looks like Union's going to go down again. 12th VA going really far down this hill. I mean, right on the edge of out of bounds where the ground doesn't look like normal ground. Who would have thought a video game doesn't look like real life, although this game does a pretty dang good job of it.
Keep open up in the fire.
Pull it back, Coquitz. Pull it back.
So CSA repositioning with that flag. I mean, they're getting crossfire from two different areas over here. So, I mean... '15th Alabama shifted back towards the center. They're on point, although they're just running through it right now. Trying to get up and assist, but... I mean... Again, hard to communicate, but Union maybe should try to just group up and run through CSA. But, I mean, CSA is a lot more grouped up now. Who knows? Again, right, Union's playing a good game. They're just, they haven't been able to find a way to get a tickle lead. I keep repeating myself, but, I mean, it's true. I mean, we're getting to a point. CSA's kind of set themselves up, at least compared to this Union. Not so much over here, so I guess it ain't that bad, but CSA has a nice runway onto the point.
Stand makes me feel comforted. Come, taste my wrath.
Bad toasty.
I'm coming for you.
Who's got the fucking sign?
For Sigma! For the Empire! For the Emperor! For Vulcan!
So, Union, again, keeping their distance. These guys have been in this house this whole game pretty much uncontested. It's awesome. Having a jolly good show.
Bonk me again! Bonk me again! Bonk me again! Bonk me again!
Rumble south! Rumble south!
I'm getting him.
Gentlemen, follow me. Gentlemen, follow me. Follow me.
15th Alabama, though, they keep running through the point and capping it. Not that early capping would really matter, at least generally, but the issue for CSA is if they early cap, they become the defenders, which means they can hit last stand. Union could force them into last stand, retake point, and then win the game, which, again, right, if Union's attacking on this map with the bucket ball, that can be very advantageous.
Kill those Rambos if you see them. I found the closest rock or cover and I got below it.
Something like something about Chief Keep?
By the Emperor, it will be done.
I see a dark uniform straight ahead of you, Mo.
That's right.
West, left, one click left of west. There's some popping out.
Pull it back, Banners.
So, I mean, we're slowly inching down to that point. CSA, picket gap still in Union's favor, very slightly. Again, I'm intrigued to see if CSA, you know, they got plenty of time on the clock. They could play this out if they want, or they could just try to gung-ho for the point if they want. Union, they've played a somewhat conservative game for the most part.
You see that white fence out there that goes to an L? Shoot
Rambo
to the right of
crossing
that.
field. Rambo, thank you. Rambo's in the field. I gotta sneeze and spread that.
Alright, take aim, boys. Same position, same position. Stay, boys, steady.
Steady.
Fire!
And so Union, at least it looked like they were trying to pre-cap it in a sense so CSA couldn't get on it, but looks like just a couple guys maybe running through the point.
You see that flag? Try and drop it. Yeah. Hemorrhoid.
Oh, there's two flags. Two flags.
They're moving.
Take it.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh, look at that.
So CSA, at least I presume this is 15th Alabama running. No, it looks like it's Banner's gonna shift down to the southern side of the map, going around for a flank instead of 15th Alabama this time. And looks like CSA is starting to pre-cap right now. Intentional, that's the question. A couple of JD guys are running through it right now. But CSA will hit breaking first. Most CSA conglomerating on north side of the map. Really the rest of the CSA outside of Banners.
We have the numbers, we can fucking charge them.
Dad, can I take that flag from you?
Come on, let's do it. Come on.
There they go.
Get up there. Go.
Turn him out, boys. Turn him out, boys. Turn him out.
Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left. Go left.
And not a whole lot of Union are close to them. CSA turning. Are they just going to turn to the point? A couple of Unions starting to get onto point to prevent the easy cap. And they're actually just going to go through these tents and hit Iron Brigade somewhat.
There's their flag.
CSA dropping the breaking. Union short to follow.
Good hold. There'll be more. Spear wall.
Dude, you fucking saved my life. Thank you.
Now go fight.
Behind you, sir.
So a couple little stabbings going on there, but CSA pivots to the point. Banners out for a flank. I-Corps, seeing that points in their favor as a moment, are still facing this way. They're pre-aimed. They actually might see the Banners already. But CSA's moved on to point. JD for the most part on it.
Make sure it says capture. Move up here with me.
And so it looks like they're trying to capture with the cover of the house. Union left starting to collapse towards the center. And Banners don't go directly at I-Corps, instead trying to shift around to their side. Not a bad idea there. I-Corps sees them starting to file some shots. And I-Corps is going to shift off because they see the point being capped right now. Union, hold up. 5th New Hampshire is going to run in the back of Banners, get a nice little flank here.
Flag out. Flag out.
Fuck you, sussy.
No, we're not.
Son of a bitch.
And, I mean, look at the tickets right now. Starting to go in Union's favor by a considerable amount. Union still hasn't hit breaking. And CSA all a little clumped up behind this house. Union starting to take it back because they just got more guys on point running in the road. CSA seeing that are going to leak out and try to charge them out and get point back, and they're slowly taking it back. If Union can hold, they might have a shot at this.
Easy dubs. Easy dubs.
Union reinforcements storm through the side, and that's going to get a CSA flag down, preventing the cap. And look at the ticket lead Union has now, about a half morale stage.
Get your ass back so you need to pay our taxes.
Get these Adelines.
Pay our taxes.
This guy right here.
So some more CSA are trickling in. A couple flags there. Samuel tries to get it out, but Fiddles gets the kill. CSA trying to pull him on the corner. If Union can get these CSA flags down, it's going to be a game changer.
Holy fuck! Move the flag out of here! Get the flag out of here!
You should have ran, bitch. You should have ran. You should have ran. You should have ran.
And Union's going to get all 4 CSA flags down. Oh, maybe not. Warspite's trying to run it out. So is Istani, but he's standing still. One goes down, will the other. I don't know how that bucking shot missed. There it goes. So Union gets all CSA flags down. If you're Union, you're countercharging this, trying to get CSA down the final push. This isn't like you're trying to cross a little water thing. I mean, CSA's so close right now. I'll drop the clock down to a few minutes. Obviously not trying to die out of line. But if I'm CSA, I'm not... You know, the flags are important, but I would not be running out of line trying to get them. Especially because you're so close to final push. But here comes CSA respawns formed up going in. Union backing off a little bit.
They're all far each side. That's all Confederates out there. Somebody go get that flag.
I mean, every second that CSA's not in final push is another second then time they have to reform here. I mean, CSA is getting into a shootout at least, but...
Washington was the first president of the Union.
But Union finally hits him down. A little over 2 minutes. Again, Union has more bodies on point. When that clock hits 0, they'll win the game. CSA, on the other hand, they need to have more bodies on point when the clock hits 0 or wipe Union. But it might be a difficult thing to fully wipe Union when they have still 2/3 of a morale stage left. I mean, they're just going to pile bodies on the point. CSA's outright going to have to win some charges here. So main spawns for CSA not going straight at it. Instead, trying to flank around from the north side. Union does have some guys here on the snake fence. Here they go. So CSA are going to get an initial foothold on the snake fence. Some Union trying to go into assist, some saying back.
Press T, press T. Get over here, Yank.
Until death.
Press T. Watch
Kind of bit of chaos going on down here. CSA though, continuing to push. Getting onto the corner of the snake fence here. Union still holding pretty fiercely though. They don't care too much about their tickets. I mean, Union's lost about 1/3 of a stage right now since the start of this little engagement. I mean, Union has enough tickets to secure the win. They just got to hold. CSA flags, at least one of them, both of them up. And Union still has some guys. Where is a lot of the CSA at? They're spawning in Maine, so that's probably... I mean, CSA's got 1 or 2 little oomph left.
You shall die here.
But, I mean... CSA flag down here. You got another one down over here. CSA not able to get spawns on point. Union's going to hit last stand. 20 seconds left.
Charge it, charge it, charge it. Press it, press it, press it. Get it.
And here comes the last hurrah for CSA. They can force an overtime if they get more bodies on point. But Union's countercharging to make sure they can't even get on the point. And that's going to be the end of our round. 2 good defensive matches here from both sides. You know, it's wild because for both matches, most of the time, tickets stayed fairly even. And then at the end, the defender exploded with a huge lead. And, you know, I guess that just happens. You got to trust and stick with the plan. So, you know, well done to both teams defending on both maps. Union had a plan, and my goodness, they stuck with it and ended up working out very well. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and our Clips channels. If you like the daily shorts on like TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, please check that out. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pin, the comment of the video. Anyways, appreciate you all. Could not do this without you guys. God bless, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.